Hello everybody, welcome to Jake Showcase. I do videos on Wednesdays and sometimes more. Alright, so today is August the 14th, 2015, and I'm really happy because my Jake Showcase channel has just surpassed 750,000 or 750,000 views channel-wide across the channel, and I've been striving for 1 million for a long time. And today what I thought I would do is I was going to tell you some of my on-foot ways of how I actually obtain this. So the first thing is I want to show you that I got the 750,000 views on the channel. So let's take a look. Okay, so as you can see here, the Jake Showcase channel is at 750,292 as of today, right? So I'm really happy about that. So basically, the thing is that when any one of the videos that you make on YouTube, if you're a partner, I don't know if you're not a partner, if you can, but if you're a partner, basically you can promote your videos by paying AdSense or by paying YouTube a certain amount of money, and each one of those amounts of money will equal a certain amount of views. And so, like for example, if you want to pay $10, it'll give you so many views. If you want to pay $100, it'll give you so many. So for my goal across the channel of being 1 million views, approximately that would be $50,000. Now I don't have $50,000, and it's sort of a little bit against the principle that I wanted to show that, you know, if you really put your determination to something, and if you put your mind to something, that you can achieve it. So I don't really feel like it's a real sort of draw of talent if you're able to sort of pay for people to watch your stuff. And so that's why any of the people who are saying, oh, buy views and all that stuff, I'm not part of it, even part of Google's, because it kind of goes against, if you got to pay people to watch you, then how much interest do they actually have, or how actually entertaining are you? So what do you do if you don't have any money and you do want to be successful, and you don't really got nothing, and well, what do you got? Well, the one thing you do got is you got your own body, right? And so with your own body, you can actually sort of make yourself look a certain way or act a certain way that will basically make people look at you and hopefully make an association with you and your YouTube channel. So what I did at first, when I very first started just over 3 years ago in 2012 in July, is I made a big giant sign. Actually, it was in August. Right here, I'm going to show you the sign, and I made a video actually called The Beam, and this was about a few years ago. And I would walk to the malls for 3 days in a row. Here's my Jake Showcase. This is how I started there. Watch Jake Showcase, and I had it, and if you can see the shoelaces there, I have it front and back, and I wear it like a board, right? And so I walked for 3 days and 3 nights back and forth from the malls, the major malls, with that sign. And I was trying to go on the really busy streets so that people would see me, and some people honked, but the problem is that on the 3rd day of me doing that, the mall security started saying, hey, you can't be coming in, because I walk right through the malls and all this and that, so I couldn't actually have a direct sign. So because I'm trying to drive up viewership, I was always trying to get to where people were, and that mostly included the main city strip where I live. There's about 10 blocks that you can go that's considered our main strip, and so that's where a lot of cars are coming and going all the time. And so pretty much every day I would be walking up and down this strip once, or sometimes twice, sometimes even 3 times, but most of the time it's at least once a day. And by doing that, I basically, all the shopkeepers would see me, all the people on the streets would see me, cars would see you, right? So I was very, very visible. A lot of times I would like to wear like this, in the summertime, my red, right, with my hair. One of the keys has been my hair, right, trying to wear the pompadour style. And even when I don't wear the pompadour style, that's sort of eye-catching too, just because it's different than what I normally do, right? So basically I try to make my hair and the clothes that I wore and where I actually would walk and go and hang out. When the weather was bad, what I would do is I'd go to the major malls. We have 2 main malls, and I would get like some food, and I would sit right in the most central location of the mall, so that hundreds of people are passing you, right? And I always try to make contact, eye contact, try to make myself seen, right? And so the idea being is that, you know, if they see me, maybe they've seen a video of mine, maybe they'll go back and watch it again, or maybe they'll tell somebody else about it, right? And so again and again and again and again, this is what I would do. And I've done it for years, right? So I'd be walking up, a lot of times people might think I'm crazy just walking up and down the street, but I've actually been doing it very, very strategically, and I've been trying to get sort of visible. One of the keys is when you're walking up and down a very busy street, you want to go cross traffic. So if the traffic's coming this way, you want to go that way. If it's coming this way, you want to go that way. And the reason is because you want them to see your face, right? So you want them to see you. And I try to sometimes make eye contact with people. And cars are actually really good because if one person, say there's 4 people in a car or 3 people in a car, and one person saw you, then they will talk about you, and they'll all like look at you, or they'll all, and then you might have 3 people going to your channel, right? So basically, the keys for me was doing a lot of walking, a lot of regular visits to places again and again and again. If there was a festival going on, I was at that festival. Like we have like a big park in our city in London. And so I would go to every one of the festivals, just walking around, usually with the hair. If it was, you know, if say it was too hot, I wouldn't wear the shirt. I wouldn't wear this red jacket, right? I might just wear the white T-shirt, right? And say if it was cold, because in Canada it's cold most of the time, I would have to change my outfit too. And you know, I most of the time would have to wear a lot of coats, right? And I'd have this, right? I always like the red. Red is very eye-catching color, so I try to always have some sort of a red on me, right? So like this red scarf, and then this hat. You might have seen me with this hat with the pom-pom, but the red, you see? So the 3 colors that I liked the most were black, right, white, and red, right? Those 3 colors I find to be the most, you know, eye-catching. So I'd wear the toque, right? And, you know, again and again, walking up and down, I'd go get a coffee, this and that. And people think, well, what's that guy doing? He's always walking around. He's always in the mall. He's always coming, you know, but the reason is because I've been trying to get my channel to go up, and it's working, right? So I got now 750,000 views. That's 750,000. The city's population here is 381,000, right? But so it's almost twice that. And once I hit 1 million views, I figure I'll call it a success, and that'll be, you know, that'll be that. But it's really been hard because I don't have any money. I got a little tiny camera, you know, and so anyway, so the keys is to be visible, right? Make yourself visible, because if you're on YouTube, you're already public, right? So you might as well try to promote your own goals, right, as best you can by going out there and advertising. I would probably stick with doing my sign, honestly, but the problem is this city here is so conservative that I live in that it really just would be too much, right? And like I said, like the mall security said, oh, we don't want you walking around here. So I find that by doing what's called like subtle advertising or association, you know, that type of marketing is still something that I can do. And so because I can do that, that's what I do, right? Without it being too you know, difficult. We're walking around with the sign for hours and hours every day. Plus, it would be really hard in the wind when the wind and the snow and all that stuff goes. It's hard to do. So I do as much as I possibly can, basically, to get out there and in people's faces, right? And so by getting out there in my little tiny Maloo and my, you know, with my feet, with my cold boots, with the frozen boots in the Canadian winter, do you want to do that? No, you probably don't, do you? Well, that's how you get 750,000 views without paying a dime. That's how you do it. You do it the hardcore way. You do it the real way. You do it the Jake Showcase way. That's right. From nothing all the way to 750,000, we're going to go higher yet. You can bet against me, but I don't think you're going to win, because I think I'm going to get that 1 million views after all. All right, so there you go. Please like the video below. Subscribe to the channel up above. Pass it around. Tell the people about Jake Showcase. Let's hit that 1 million views. Thanks for watching today. I hope you have a wonderful day.